Hi, this is me. Oh, and me again. Oh, and would you look at that? There's me again. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, it's a long story. So buckle up, grab some popcorn, grab your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew, grab your brain bleach, because you're in for one hell of a ride.
Who is Princess Bubbles?
So many of you clicking on this video are probably asking yourself, who exactly is Princess Bubbles? You know, and for good reason, because as many have pointed out, including Princess Bubbles himself, he's irrelevant. However, despite being irrelevant, Princess Bubbles continuously manages to piss people off. Now, if you're wondering how someone so irrelevant is able to piss so many people off, well, think of Princess Bubbles in the sense of like a common housefly. You know, he's small, he's tiny, and at the end of the day, harmless. But it's constantly buzzing in your face, carrying diseases. And no matter how many times you swat at it, you know, whether you use a newspaper, a fly swatter, a baseball bat, no matter how many times you swat at it, it can't seem to take a hint. And that's exactly what Princess Bubbles is. No one takes him seriously as a threat. No one takes him seriously as a commentary channel. He's just an annoyance at the end of the day. And the point of my video here is to squash this fly once and for all. And I know that might sound a little harsh to the outside viewer, but many people feel this way about Bubbles for good reason. So to give a little bit of backstory, Princess Bubbles is a self-proclaimed vigilante. Someone who is fighting against the trolls on YouTube.
I'm a vigilante. I don't answer to Adam, Jacob, Jordan, the law, or anyone else. And of course creators should denounce my actions. I encourage them to do so, because the appearance of the law must be upheld, especially while it's being broken.
And he defines a troll as someone that criticizes or parodies or even has anything in the least bit negative to say about the Carpetbagger. His whole persona is just a white knight. And you can see that in his videos. His videos are all about the same people. The same people that the Carpetbagger doesn't like. Now here's the thing, okay? If Princess Bubbles was simply just an account leaving desperate comments in his futile attempts to defend the Carpetbagger, this really wouldn't be an issue worth making a video about. You know, at the end of the day, all you have to do is really just block him if that were the case. But Princess Bubbles takes it to a whole new level. Princess Bubbles uses his identity, his anonymous identity, to ruthlessly slander critics of the Carpetbagger. He will call you a pedophile, a stalker, all sorts of horrible fucking labels, without providing any proof, without providing any logical rationale behind these labels. And he uses the fact that he's anonymous as like a shield to protect against that, you know. You can't sue me for calling you a pedophile because you don't know who I am. That type of logic. And some people might say, hey, isn't it a bit ironic that you're accusing a commentary channel of slander when you've been accused of this numerous times yourself, and makes defamatory videos about successful people as his talent. Yeah, you call them defamatory, but you're not disputing anything I'm saying. I'm providing facts to back up my opinions and my observations. You can't just call it defamatory without explaining what's defamatory. And I have to point out the flawed logic in that. First of all, I put in an excessive amount of research into my videos. I thoroughly check through the facts, compile them into screenshots, and I present that for you to watch and make of that what you will. And if I get information wrong, or if I flat out lie about something, there's a face to attribute that information to. I receive backlash for that. If I flat out lie about something, I'm at risk of being sued for that. So obviously, you know, there's that natural instinct we have as a human of self-preservation. I'm not going to present disinformation at the risk of, you know, my own reputation, my own downfall. I try to have a level of integrity. I care about truth. That's something that I'm passionate about. When I was little, it was even my dream to become a lawyer one day. With Princess Bubbles, there isn't any face to attribute this person to. You could watch a video and all you hear is this distorted voice with no face, no identity. Who exactly are you disagreeing with? Who exactly are you watching? And that really is the only appeal to this person, that they have this air of mystery in a sense. But at the end of the day, what separates this person from any other anonymous commenter on any channel across YouTube? Very little. Other than this channel is a channel that confesses and admits to breaking the law, to harass critics, to harass parody channels.
Do you really expect your victims to have a tiny shred of sympathy for you? Do you really think there's going to be an outpouring of these people condemning me for clapping back at you? Wake the fuck up. So you can keep pretending that it's just YouTube, and what you say and do doesn't affect anyone outside of it. Maybe I'll adopt your attitude, because if you think I'm terrible now, it can get much worse.
Jesus fucking Christ. You need to calm down, Bubbles. Holy shit. Imagine getting this worked up over YouTube. My god, man, if you were in front of me, I'd fucking slap you right now.
You know that, baby, I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi.
Now, on the Princess Bubbles channel, you can clearly see that he has uploaded approximately 3 different videos about me, which, holy shit, jeez, I must be out of control lately to warrant 3 whole videos made on me in the span of 3 days. So that's like 1 video about me every single day. Maybe there'll be another video, 4 Dewmonic Abyss videos in a row. But, let's take a look at these videos, I'm not just gonna be all talk here and say, hey, Princess Bubbles is defaming me without explaining what's defamatory, alright? Let's go point by point here. Let's take a look at this garbage.
I started putting this video together after I thought Dewmonic had blocked me from commenting.
Nope. Never happened, Bubbles. Is that why you made this video? Because you were triggered that you thought I blocked you? I don't just block people from my channel for no reason. You can voice whatever opinions you want. You can disagree with me. I'm perfectly fine with that. In fact, one of my biggest pet peeves are channels, especially commentary channels, that will block you for stating your opinion. Like if you're a channel that talks about other people, you gotta be prepared to have other people talk about you. I'm only gonna block comments that are doxing personal information because I'm not about that here, or block people because I feel like they're, a danger to the people in my comment section. Those are 2 extremes, but yeah, I'm pretty lenient with whatever people say. I'm also gonna block, fake accounts that just come in and start attacking my commenters. I get people that do that occasionally as well. If you're gonna start picking fights with people, at least do it under your real name. Don't be a coward and just turn on incognito and then make a fake account. Anyone can do that. Stand by your own words, exactly what I'm doing. And exactly what I'm criticizing Princess Bubbles for. He's not standing by his own words. He's hiding behind an anonymous entity.
That now doesn't appear to be the case, but my main comment is still missing. I assume it got blocked because I used the word pervert. Anyways, I'm not interested in remarking on the subject of his video. Jacob has my opinion in the comments section of his video from both my accounts.
It's funny that you bring this up, Princess Bubbles, because looking at your comment on the Carpetbagger's video, it seems like you actually agree with my video that people should not be at Pigeon Forge in the middle of a pandemic. You seem to be agreeing with me. Is there a reason for you to be making this video? Like, I upload 1 video about the Carpetbagger and then suddenly you throw 3 different videos right back at me? Is there a reason for any of this?
What I will say is that William has stopped pretending to be objective.
Okay, so here's a reason, I guess, that Bubbles is making not just 1 video, but 3 fucking videos about me. I cannot stress that enough. 3 fucking videos. The reason Bubbles is making this video is because he says, I'm no longer pretending to be objective. which is a complete fucking fallacy, a lie. You lie, Bubbles, you lie. Because I have never, ever claimed to be an objective source of information, especially when it comes to information, you know, it comes to topics like the Carpetbagger, Aaron Fector. These guys have fucking personally wronged me. I've gotten threats from the Carpetbagger, gaslit to the extreme, blacklisted in multiple different communities. Aaron Fector has trashed me and my girlfriend publicly, said racist shit about me. You know, how am I going to be a neutral party here? You know, you're fucking insane, Bubbles, if you think or expect that from me. And I've never promised that. I don't put myself to that standard. I brand myself as a very opinionated person. I've said this numerous times, that I'm giving my opinions. I'm giving my own observations. I'm giving what I see and allowing you to use my channel as a place of discussion. That's it. That's all it is, Bubbles. It's not rocket science. There are topics I can be neutral for, and there are topics where I try to be neutral. But I'm a commentary channel. I'm giving my opinion.
In his new video, he says he wants someone to refute his points. That's an exercise in futility. You're not going to sway him with facts, and the truth isn't the point of his video anyways.
Oh my god, Bubbles, what the fuck are you talking about? The truth isn't the point of my video. The point of my video was me giving my opinion on Jacob the Carpetbagger ditching his family in North Carolina in the middle of a pandemic to visit Pigeon Forge, an amusement park, without a face mask on. That's the point of my video, giving my opinion. How many times do I have to say opinion? That's what I genuinely feel. That's the truth. Like, what are you talking about now?
Like Anthony Sullivan and Aaron Baxter, he also goes after people he thinks are Jacob's friends. I thought it was a coincidence Dewmonic decided to do the J Station video. Turns out he did it because he thought Jacob and the guy were friends because they appeared at the same event.
Once again, a big, fat, stinking lie from Princess Bubbles. Yes, I made a video on J Station. Was it because he was friends with the Carpetbagger? I don't know if they're friends or not. I know they're a part of the same community. But you are lying. You are assuming. And your assumption is false. False with a capital F, because I have made videos on J Station in the past, including when the Carpetbagger and I were on the same side, when we were cool with each other. I have never, ever liked J Station. Like most people in the commentary community, I was completely disgusted by this guy. Especially with what he did this year. He went too far. He faked. Alright, this guy at J Station faked his own girlfriend's death for views. Alright, we watched this all unfold. Do you not see a problem with that, Princess Bubbles? Like, do you not think that's something that should be called out? Like, I fail to see your point here. Did you not want anyone to call out J Station? Are you fine with that behavior? Like, come on, Bubbles, seriously. And the comment he's flashing up on the screen, yeah, that's just me jabbing, you know, taking a jab at the community Jacob surrounds himself with. Every single person in this comment has had some major controversy. Birds of a feather flock together, am I right?
But honestly, I still can't help but feel pity for William though. He is someone who grew up without anyone teaching him how to be a man. All he knows is to attack other men to hide his own insecurities.
Let me stop you right there, Princess. You are throwing stones from a fragile-ass glass house. You are saying I don't know how to be a man when you are a grown-ass man going by the name Princess Bubbles. You are hiding your face, your identity, behind a voice filter and saying, I don't know how to be a man. How hypocritical can you be? This is projection at its finest.
First of all, it's a grown-ass man going by Princess Bubbles. That's gay as hell. No offense to the LGBT community. I fuck with all y'all. But you a grown-ass man going around by Princess Bubbles, bro. You definitely got some sugar in your tank. I don't know what else to say. First timer explains it. Oh, me, bro. What the fuck? I just peeped everything wrong with that whole situation. First off, you almost 40. That's like something that a kid YouTuber would go by. Like, what?
Yeah,
everybody got these fun names.
When I first discovered the Princess Bubbles channel, I thought that was some 14-year-old fangirl.
Oh, me, like, what? Like, I thought it was somebody that, like, freaking, motherfucking Powerpuff Girls or something.
Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
Ever since his pride was wounded by the catfishing incident, it has been a steady decline.
Alright, that's fair.
When Jacob hurt his feelings, that was the final straw.
No, don't try and twist the narrative, Bubbles. That is false, and I can prove it. My video was made on the basis of Carpetbagger's buzzed driving controversy.
Start the video off. I want to make something very clear. In fact, I want to make this crystal fucking clear. I'm not making this video to serve as an attack on the Carpetbagger. I'm not here to destroy his channel. I'm here to get the truth out here. And honestly, I feel like after I upload this video, I'm gonna get accused of being a stalker, or a troll, or a pedophile. Just some of the names that the Carpetbagger likes to use. That's the kind of treatment people get for disagreeing with them. And when it's not coming from Princess Bubbles, it's coming directly from the source himself. This video is meant to serve as an intervention for the Carpetbagger. An intervention for his obsession with critics, parody channels. There has recently been some controversy surrounding the Carpetbagger's channel due to a video he had uploaded where him and his wife would go out and test moonshine. And after consuming all of that alcohol, at the end of the video, Carpetbagger's in the car, in the driver's seat.
There was a channel called Bad Connection that did little parodies and memes, and they made a drunk driving PSA using footage from Carpetbagger's vlog.
Chocolate chili. I know.
Chocolate chili?
It is chocolate with the...
Got that yucky moonshine taste, but other than that, yeah, kind of coffee.
It was until I picked it.
Tastes like coffee. Am I out of focus?
It's just, you could really just get all gross and drunk reason to even drink it.
And then we did the one
at risk because a drunk driver could injure or kill someone we love. You can report impaired.
So in response to this, Carpetbagger filed multiple copyright strikes on this channel. Despite all of this being memes, parodies, all of the work is transformative. And then he goes publicly on Facebook, slandering the people behind the channel, one of which was a former friend of his, someone he has publicly stated was a good family man, a good friend to him. And he also attacked another former friend of his, Mark Fun Jones, who was a long-term supporter of his channel and even invited him to his art studio. That was what made me realize, yeah, you are a piece of shit, Carpetbagger, and I want to call you out. It had nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing. None of that video had anything to do with me. I could have completely ignored the situation and been completely fine, but that's not who I am. If I see injustice, I'm gonna call it out. I feel very strongly about the copyright system on YouTube and people taking advantage of how flawed this system is. I've had multiple fake copyright strikes put on this channel that I've had to fight individually. It's an annoying process, and I hate seeing other channels being taken advantage of, especially small channels. You know, I'm not just gonna fucking side with this big bully taking on small channels. That's not what I am. That's not what I stand for. So, you want to say that hurt my feelings? It violated my moral compass, is probably what you meant to say. I don't know. I don't see how this makes me look bad in the slightest. It's just you twisting the narrative.
I knew William had really gone off the deep end when he tried to dox someone he thought had donated to his charity.
So to give a little context to what Princess Bubbles is talking about, a while back I was selling Dewmonic Abyss themed stickers courtesy of Time Chaser, and for those stickers I was raising money for Prevent Child Abuse America. Prevent Child Abuse America was a charity that I felt strongly about because it was something I could relate to. So as you can see in the comment Princess Bubbles is displaying, I never doxed Antiques in Motion. There isn't any personal information in that comment. It was me reaching out to see if he was a person who had donated. Because a while back I got this very mysterious email from someone with, just initials, no actual name, but the initials were the same initials of the person behind Antiques in Motion, and it went to the same area that this guy lives in. So out of curiosity, I asked if he was the person that donated, to which he said he wasn't. I'm skeptical of that, but it didn't really go any further. I never posted any of this information publicly, and I would never, because I believe in confidentiality, especially when it comes to this stuff.
In Dewmonic's video he has a very self-aware moment where he mentions thumbs up and down buttons. At this point he wants a thumbs down on his videos. Similar to the other troll channels. They want to know that they have upset people. That is the purpose of their videos.
Now, after a bunch of irrelevant tangents and complete fallacies, Princess Bubbles finally brings up something. No matter how trivial it is, he brings up something about my video. He's referring to the part where at the end of the video I encourage people to speak their opinions, because typically when I do a video I'm going to get dislike bombed right off the bat. If you agree with what I have to say, well, I'd appreciate you leaving a comment, hitting that like button. My channel has become an all-out war with the likes and dislikes recently. I get bombarded with dislikes, but none of these dislikers will state their opinion or try to refute anything I say. So I don't really take that seriously. In fact, it drives me. I've noticed this in my analytics for quite a while now, and to be honest, I don't really care. I find it annoying, that people are going to dislike bomb videos, and if you go into the comments, every single comment, for the most part, is positive. That's because these people are inflating the dislikes. To try and make my video seem like it's hated or worse than it actually is. I brought attention to that fact, so now Bubbles is trying to psychoanalyze me, all like, oh, he wants you to dislike the video. Despite me not saying that at all. I don't care. Engagement on a video is engagement. It's not gonna hurt the video. It's just annoying to look at. And this is someone, Princess Bubbles, who has a repeated history. I've caught him repeatedly leaving a like on his own comments and videos to make them seem more influential than they actually are. Even in his own video about me, he shows a screenshot of a comment he made, and you can see the little like button is blue, so he's liking his own comments to seem like there are people standing behind him. There aren't. There aren't. That's how sad this man is.
I would highly discourage you from giving him that satisfaction. Please study YouTube's community guidelines instead and flag them.
Okay, so now Bubbles is encouraging his viewers, and I say viewers very loosely because I don't think there is a genuine Princess Bubbles fan out there. He's encouraging the people that watch his video to flag commentary and criticism videos, which is pointless. That's false flagging. These videos are perfectly allowed within the terms of service, and multiple channels across YouTube have grown an audience on the same genre. I mean, look at channels like Leafy is Here, or H3H3 Productions, or Penguin Zero. Some ordinary gamers, even PewDiePie has done commentary videos. These videos are perfectly allowed, and Bubbles, for some reason, can't seem to wrap his mind around that. I don't know if it's because he's so old that he doesn't understand how YouTube works, but no, these videos are perfectly allowed. You can't just encourage people to file false reports on videos.
If the troll has non-toxic content somewhere, that would be the place for your thumbs down.
Now, this is where Princess Bubbles' video goes completely ridiculous. So, he's now saying that if you disagree with an opinion I state on my channel, you know, if I do a commentary video you don't like, then you should go to my other videos, my milder videos like my Cards Against Humanity collaboration, or the vlogs I did in Germany, or the video where I rode an old Ford Tri-Motor, and leave a dislike on that. I really fail to see the logic here, Bubbles. Why dislike videos that have nothing to do with the opinion you're criticizing? In fact, that to me sounds like a last resort to someone who's lost the argument.
At the end of the video, William includes a clip from a neo-Nazi pedophile. And of course the pervert mentions the underwear of Jacob's daughter.
Now, once again, this goes back to the slander I was talking about that Princess Bubbles is very notorious for. He's calling Wally and Tony, the channel I featured at the end of my video, a pedophile for making a joke. The point of the joke is to show that Jacob is so money hungry that he would root through his daughter's clothing and then make a face mask out of that and sell it to other people. That's the joke. It's shock humor. You can find the joke in poor taste. You can find it unfunny. That's perfectly within your right. But that doesn't make it any more or any less than what it actually is. A joke. And a very small part of the actual skit at the end. As someone who's spoken to Anthony on numerous occasions, even gotten the opportunity to interview him, as well as talked with multiple people who have even met him in person, not a pedophile. This is simply Princess Bubbles' desperate attempt at gaslighting someone who's been very open about having brain issues because he's had a brain tumor removed. And that makes him more impulsive. You know, if you attack him, he's obviously going to say the first thing that comes to his mind. And people like Princess Bubbles are willing to exploit that to try and make him look like a bad person. And he isn't a saint by any stretch of the imagination. He'll tell you that himself. I think he's done a lot of good deeds. I mean, he's helped people like K-Dog, who are handicapped. He's even helped me out on numerous occasions, which I'm very grateful for. But there's a clear difference between someone being a troll and a pedophile. It's ridiculous that you're still trying to keep this going. And Princess Bubbles even tried to insinuate that I was a pedophile by falsely calling my girlfriend a child in this video.
Irrelevant, freezing clock hands, kind of an ignorant child who is Demonic's girlfriend.
And to get him to rectify this, I even had to go so far as to threaten him with a civil lawsuit. So in the next video, that's what he's referring to. He had to correct himself.
He's also threatening to sue me for calling his significant other a child, and assures me she's over the age of 18. I meant she acts like a child. I have no knowledge of freezing clock hands' actual age other than the number William gave me. And I'm not going to question otherwise.
Which, it's very half-hearted, but at least he's correcting himself and making the facts clear this time. I'm not going to tolerate any false pedophile claims or anything of that nature. Princess Bubbles even allows known stalker Boregard Rippy, someone who relentlessly sexually harasses multiple female content creators across YouTube. Blind Views even did an interview with Sightseeing Sally, which I thought was very well done, and she goes into detail about the various harassment she has received from this person. Princess Bubbles allows this Boregard Rippy to comment on his channel and leave very disturbing comments to my girlfriend, leave very disturbing comments to the daughter of Roland Orzaballs, another parody channel. And when I asked him why he doesn't have Rippy blocked like the vast majority of us, he says, "I'll only block Rippy if you block Sullivan and take down your videos ruining my pedophile narrative." This should show you how sick someone like Princess Bubbles is, that he's willing to associate with someone who sexually harasses women online and use that as a weapon against people that criticize his YouTube heroes.
Recently, there's been an individual,
And you know what? I don't really care about protecting them. So his name is Kelly Clemens. He goes by the screen name Boregard Rippy. And about a year ago, I have no idea who this individual was. They came out of nowhere. They started posting my address, where a place I worked, my phone number, posted information about my son, about his political things on his personal Facebook. It had nothing to do with me. He made inappropriate comments about my daughter and my sister as well. Recently, it became my attention that this individual, Boregard Rippy, was harassing a female content creator. And I won't say her name because I don't know if she wants to be mentioned. But she has her own channel, and she recently quit her channel because this individual was stalking her.
Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell that surrounds you.
I only knew him as just basically your average troll, but he would make these comments and it would just be these weird things.
Were they like overly sexual or just bizarre? Or
basically bizarre. I knew, you know, he did mention the Carpetbagger's daughter in kind of an odd way.
Oh, like in a pedophilic way or just in an asshole way?
Well, basically an odd way for a grown man.
So now that you understand the basic background of who Boregard Rippy is, I think it really goes to show how sick someone like Princess Bubbles is to be giving this type of man a platform to sexually harass women and make disturbing comments about children on his channel, despite numerous people pointing this out. And when you consider the second video Bubbles has uploaded, well, this turns into something a lot more alarming and a lot more sinister, because his second video is coverage of the drama between me and Aaron Fector. And I'm not going to go through that video point by point because otherwise this video will drag on forever. But the point of the video is to say, hey, Dewmonic isn't a neutral arbiter of the truth. How about I give you my own take on this Aaron drama?
I find it very unfortunate Mr. Fector has chosen to mix his hateful ideology with his business. But Dewmonic Abyss and his gang do not have the ability to be impartial or the maturity to expound on this subject. I believe Mr. Fector's former fans should be heard, and I wish I could offer you a better forum to do so. If you have recorded a personal testimony, please feel free to post a link to it in the comment section below.
And then at the end of the video, he encourages people to leave links to their video testimonies involving Aaron, which no one did because no one in their right mind would trust Princess Bubbles, thankfully. The reason why I consider this to be sinister is because Princess Bubbles has himself acknowledged that the Rock-afire explosion is a community that has plenty of children actively interested in these animatronics and these characters. When you invite people from the Rock-afire community over to your channel in the way that you're doing, and then you have someone like Boregard Rippy, who you've acknowledged makes very creepy comments towards children. The Carpetbagger has also acknowledged that Boregard Rippy has made inappropriate comments about his daughter. Don't you think it's sinister to be inviting children into a comment section mainly occupied by Boregard Rippy? If anyone from the Rock-afire community has watched this far, I strongly encourage you to stay away from Princess Bubbles. I mean, if you want to watch the videos, that's fine. But until he takes action against this Boregard Rippy, I would be very concerned for the safety of minors. Very concerned. This is a man that has no self-control. This is a man that has a repeated history of stalking women and children. And for Bubbles to invite children into a comments section he's well aware has someone like this active in is beyond scummy.
I will give credit to Dewmonic Abyss that I did not know just how vile some of Aaron Fector's additional social media posts were.
I also find it very ridiculous that you're going to try and imply then I'm not a reliable commentary channel, when I am the sole reason you even know about any of this Aaron Fecter controversy. The sole reason. That clip right there is you acknowledging it. So sit down, Bubbles, alright? If you want to cover Aaron Fecter, by all means, go ahead. I mean, there isn't really anything to talk about right now. The guy apparently just got out of surgery. So, give him a little bit of a break. But if you want to cover him, go ahead. Just cover him. Don't try and drag me into your little narrative unless you're providing the truth, which I've exposed you are incapable of. You keep twisting the narrative.
Armored cars and tanks and guns came to take away our sons, but every man must stand behind the men behind the wire.
So the final video, and perhaps the most ridiculous of them all, is Princess Bubbles overlaying screenshots of every single video I've made on the Carpetbagger over the past couple years, with Lady Gaga music in the background. I shit you not, that's the whole fucking video for you.
I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me.
What's ridiculous about his video is that he's featuring videos where I'm trying to end the drama with the Carpetbagger, as well as featuring a video that the Carpetbagger himself has asked me to make. When Rosie H., a beloved member of our little YouTube community, had passed away, I made a tribute to her, and the Carpetbagger had also made a little tribute to Rosie, which he has reached out to various people in the YouTube community, myself included, Camo Dave being another one, asking to share his unlisted video, which is what my video was. You're trying to paint that as me being obsessed over the Carpetbagger. I think you're completely deluded. And you can also tell that he's stretching it out. One of the videos wasn't even really about the Carpetbagger. It was me doing a parody of Camo Dave, who is another commentary channel on YouTube, who does videos covering the Carpetbagger as well. So that's what the little thing with me wearing the beard was all about. It's not about the Carpetbagger, dumbass. It's a parody. I find it laughable as well that you're going to call me obsessed when you've made 3 videos on me in the past 3 days. So I'll let Toxic Troller's little parody of your video speak for itself.
And now, the Toxic Troller of Rock and Roller.
Let me penetrate you. You let me complicate you.